Good morning, students. Class 8th. So, chapter number 6 is square and square root was going on. Squares and square roots. And we already have completed exercise 6.1. So, this lecture is going for exercise 6.2. And before starting this exercise 6.2, few things which we have to understand well manner, that is Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean triplet. That's gonna be a new topic for you. So take it seriously and try to understand Pythagorean triplet. Maybe in your class 7th you might be familiar with Pythagoras theorem. So if you don't remember, I am just recalling it for you people. Suppose there is a right angle triangle. What is the meaning of this? That one interior angle will be 90 degree. So if angle B is 90 degree, then the side opposite to 90 degree is the hypotenuse. So this side AC is the hypotenuse. Might be you are thinking that why sir is pronouncing this hypotenuse? Because it is the correct pronunciation. Hypotenuse is the wrong pronunciation. You may check it in any dictionary. So students, this is hypotenuse, which is the longest side, and this is the base, and this is the perpendicular. So you have studied one relation between hypotenuse, perpendicular and base, and that is square of hypotenuse is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. That is Pythagoras theorem. You have studied in your class 7th. Now students, what are Pythagorean triplet? So the three numbers which can justify the Pythagoras theorem are said to be Pythagorean triplet. Or we can say, if the sides of a triangle we can apply the Pythagoras theorem, in that will be known as Pythagorean triplet. Briefly you will study when we will do the questions based on this. And one more thing which you have to study, the question is given, find the squares of the number. So one method is simply, suppose 17 is given and you have to calculate the square of 17. You will say, sir, it's very easy, 17 into 17, and you have solved this. So 7 7 ja 49, carry 4, 7 1 ja 7, plus 4 11. Then you have written 17 1 ja 17, 9, 7 plus 1 8, and 1. 17 17 ja 189, sorry 289, 1 plus 1 2. So if you will solve it by this method and you think that yes, I have calculated the square of 17, then let me tell you how many marks I will give to you. So here is your marks, 0. Because we are not going to check it that whether you are able to multiply it or not. It's not the job when you are in class 8th. Your job is to do this, means to calculate the square by using any other method. So today I will explain you two methods. Okay, one is column method, and another method which I will explain to you is diagonal method. So students, these two methods I will explain to you, although these methods are not given in NCERT. If you will check it out in your NCERT book, you will not find these methods. But these methods are very essential because these are given in your R.S. Agrawal book and other writers' books. So I wish that my class should be able to apply the methods which are latest one and which are used in other competition level books. Okay. So we are going to solve column method as well as the diagonal method. So firstly I am going to explain you the column method to calculate the squares. So firstly let me erase this. Column method to calculate the square. So students, as by the name it is clear, we have to create the columns. For example, suppose calculate square of any number we may take, suppose 23, by using column method. We have to use column method for calculating the square of 23. Number is given to us. So students, firstly we will create 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. Column 1, 2 and 3. What we will do in this, so the number which is given to us, we will break this number in two numbers, means this 23. One number you can assume as A is 2 and another number you will assume as B. So A is 2, B is 3. Then what you will do, you will name these columns as, first column will be A square and second column will be 2AB. Third column will be B square. So this is how we will name it, A square, 2AB and B square. So what is the value of A? That is 2. Substitute the value, 2 square, then 2AB. So 2 into, what is the value of A? 2. What is the value of B? 3. Then B square. What is the value of B here? That is 3. So this will become 3 square. Now what is the square of 2? Square of 2 is 4. What is 2 into 2 into 3? 2 2s are 4, 3s are 12. What is the square of 3? That is 9. So we have done our job. Now students, remember one thing, that is, if it is a single number, we will circle it, means we will underline it. This is also a single number, we will underline this. Ones place digit we will underline, and tens place digit we will shift on another side for addition. Remember this step. Ones place digit will be underlined and tens place digit will be shifted on another side for addition. So now add these two, 4 plus 1, 5. Now underline this number. Now write all the underlined numbers together. So what you will write? 5, 2, 9. This is the square of 23. So this is how we solve in column method. So square of 23 by column method we have calculated, and that is equal to 529. Now students, you might have doubt in this. So we are going to solve one more question based on the same method so that you will become more familiar. So let us take any other number and we will solve it by column method only. So let us take, suppose, 87. Find the square of 87 by using column method. So what we have to do first, we will create 3 columns, column 1, column 2 and column 3. Now what we have to do in first column, means before this we have to assume A and B. What will be the value of A? That is 8. What will be the value of B? That is 7. Next step, column 1, 2 and 3. First column we will name as A square, second column we will name as B, 2AB, third column we will name as B square. This you have to learn. Later you will come to know that why we are learning this. When we will solve algebraic expression, by your own you will understand that why this is A square, 2AB, B square. That's one identity, but in later chapter you will study this. So right now for column method you have to learn. We have to create 3 columns. One column we will name A square, another column 2AB, another column B square. And by using column method, the limitation of this method is we can only calculate the square of 2-digit number, because we have 2 numbers A as well as B. So remember the limitation as well. Now students, A square. A square means 8 square. 2AB. So 2 into 8 into B, 7. What is B square? That is 7 square. Now what is the square of 8? 64. 2 8 ja 16. 16 7 ja 112. 8 7 ja 56. 2 ja 112. 7 7 ja 49. What was the next step, if you remember? We will underline the unit place digit and we will shift the tens place digit for addition. Now add these two numbers. What you will get? 4 plus 2 6, 1 and 1. Now again we will underline the ones place digit and we will shift all the remaining number for addition. So shift this 11, you will get 4 plus 1 5, 6 plus 1 7. So you will get 7 5. Now underline these both the numbers, 7 5 6 and 9. So that is the square of 87. Now students, we have solved 2 examples just to understand column method. I really hope that you understood it. Now let us solve diagonal method. So method number 1 is clear to you people. Now let us discuss about diagonal method. diagonal method. Right now we are going to solve it for 2-digit numbers only, and you may solve it for 3 digits as well, and that will be your homework. I will give you the questions. Don't worry about your homework, I will provide you the homework. So diagonal method, suppose the number is given, same number 87. We have to calculate its square by using diagonal method. What we are going to calculate? The square of 87. So firstly make a square. We have created a square and now divide it into 4 parts. Why 4 parts? Because we will write like this: 87, 87. Square of 87 we are calculating. Twice we have written this. Now start making the diagonals. You will make the diagonals like this: one diagonal, another diagonal, another diagonal. This is the diagonal, the line joining the opposite vertex. You will say, now sir, you have started the geometry in square and square roots. So this is what I wanted to tell to you. So let us solve this. Now 8 into 8, these two will be multiplied. 8 8 ja 64. This is how we will write. Now imagine, suppose we are getting the number in single digit. For example, suppose we are calculating the square of 19. So same method we will do. Okay, this is how, this is how, this is how. So suppose number is given 19 only, 19. So 1 1 ja 1. How you will write this one? You will write it as 0 1. Okay, firstly you will write 0 and then you will write 1. Currently we are solving for a very good number, so let us solve it further. 8 8 ja 64, 8 7 ja 56. This is how you will fill. Then 7 8 ja 56. This is how you will fill. 7 7 ja 49. So we have filled it. Now students, let us start adding the diagonals. What is the value here? 9 only in this diagonal. Add this diagonal: 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 6 16. Okay, now students, whenever you will get a 2-digit number, so 6 plus 4 10 plus 6 16, shift your carry there on the next addition, on the addition of next diagonal. So here we are getting 6 plus 4 10 plus 6 16, so carry I have shifted there. So add this carry here: 1 plus 5 6, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 5 15. Again carry 1. 1 will be transferred here. 1 plus 6 7. So students, combine these number 7 5 6 9. That's gonna be the answer for square of 87. Now students, this you can solve by your own. Let us solve this. 1 9 ja 9. So this will be 0 9. 9 1 ja 9. 0 9. 9 9 ja 81. Start adding the diagonals. 1. Now this is a one piece diagonal, means in this diagonal you have to add 8 plus 9 17. 17 plus 9 26. Carry 2. Now this will be shifted here. 2 plus 1 3. In another one, what is there? 0. Combine this all, you will get 361. So I hope you understood both the methods, column method as well as diagonal method. Now the best part about diagonal method is it is not limited for 2 digits. We can solve it for 3 digits and many more by the same method, by applying the same method. The difference is, for 2 digits you have made out a square, means there were how many diagonals? 2 3 diagonals you have drawn, and when you will do it for 3-digit number. For example, suppose you are solving for 3-digit number, then this is how you will make out: 1 2 3, 3 boxes, then again 3 boxes. Suppose we are calculating the square of 361, so this is how we will write: 361 361. Now start making the diagonals. We have made out the diagonals. Okay, let us calculate it. You will understand in well manner. So 3 3s are 9, 0 9, 3 6 are 18, 3 1s are 3, 0 3, 6 3s are 18, 6 6 are 36, 6 1s are 6. So you will write 0 6. 1 3s are 3, 0 3, 1 6 are 6, 0 6, 1 1s are 1. Now what is your answer? 1 6 plus 6 12, carry 1, 1 plus 3 4, plus 6 10, plus 3 13, carry again 1, 1 plus 8 9, plus 3 12, plus 8 20, 0, carry 2, 2 plus 1 3, plus 9 12, plus 1 13, carry 1, 1 plus 0 1. So that's your answer, that is 130321. I hope you understood diagonal method as well as column method. Now students, in exercise 6.2 the questions are, you have to calculate the square of 32, 35, 86, 93, 71, 46. You have to calculate the square. Now your homework is, you will find out the square of these numbers by two methods. One is diagonal method, another one is column method. In well manner I have explained to you. Now it's a very easy task, you can solve it by your own. If you get any doubt, you are stuck somewhere, then you have my WhatsApp number, or you may fetch it from the group and you can ask the doubt. Okay, and one more thing, after solving this, you have to WhatsApp on my personal number after solving this all solutions. Okay, now let us solve the second part. First question is completed in exercise 6.2. These are calculative questions, so you can do better when you will solve it by your own. Such questions needs practice, and I want to provide you the practice. Okay, now find the Pythagorean triplet whose one member is, second question, first part. Find the Pythagorean triplet whose one member is 6. Firstly, you have to learn that what are Pythagorean triplet. So students, you have to learn one formula. Pythagorean triplet are always written as n square minus 1 comma 2n comma n square plus 1. That's the formula you have to learn. The Pythagorean triplet means the three numbers which can justify Pythagoras theorem are known as Pythagorean triplet. So these are Pythagorean triplet. You have to learn this formula, n square minus 1 comma 2n comma n square plus 1. You have to learn this. Okay. Now 6 is given to us. One member is given. We have to calculate the another two member. So students, 6. You can see n square minus 1, 2n, n square plus 1. 6 is a member of this Pythagorean triplet. So 6 should be any number among these. So you will equate this 2n to 6. 2n is equal to 6. What will be the value of n? N is equal to 6 upon 2. So n will be 3. Now substitute the value of n here. So first number will be 3 square minus 1 comma 2n. So 2 into 3, then 3 square plus 1. 3 square minus 1 means 9 minus 1, 2 3s are 6. 3 square plus 1, 9 plus 1. 9 minus 1, 8, 6, 10. So these are all the elements of the Pythagorean triplet. Let us solve one more question so that you will become more familiar with it. One member is given. One member is 16 and you have to calculate the another two member. Very first step is, you can remember the steps. You have to calculate the another two members of this Pythagorean triplet. So firstly equate this to 2n. That's our first step. Then n will be how much? 16 upon 2. That is 8. After calculating the value of n, we should remember the formula of Pythagorean triplet, and that is n square minus 1 comma 2n comma n square plus 1. Substitute the value of n here. So this will become 8 square minus 1 comma 2 into 8 comma 8 square plus 1. 8 square 64 minus 1, 2 8s are 16, 8 square plus 1. So 64 plus 1. This will become 64 minus 1, 63, then 16, then 64 plus 1, 65. So these all members we have calculated by ourselves. So students, two parts I have solved, two parts you have to solve. Question number first, all the parts by both the methods, by column method and diagonal method, you will solve by your own and you will WhatsApp me. So this is going to be enough for today. Thank you. God bless you.